This question is from Mahir Patel. Can you please explain what Swami Vivekananda meant when he said eternal progression is eternal bondage in the Inspired Talks, June 27th, 1895?
Eternal progression is eternal bondage. Inspired Talks. So that's one book I strongly recommend. Swami Vivekananda's Inspired Talks. 1895, he went from New York to the St. Lawrence River. There's a place called Thousand Island Park. A group of American devotees, they organized like a retreat. The Swami also got a break from his regular schedule of teaching here in New York. Actually, he didn't get a break because he taught more there. But there, with a small group of people, 12, at times less, he poured out his heart. He was not lecturing to big audiences. He was lecturing to a chosen few. So he poured out his heart over the next 5 weeks or so. And those are collected as the Inspired Talks. Often you will find it as one or two sentences. And then he switched to another topic. Often what happened was the lady who was taking down notes, she was so carried away by that inspiration, by that eloquence, she stopped taking notes. But enough, she took down enough for us. So it's dated, for example, he has quoted from a particular date. So it's with dates and what Swami Vivekananda said. I'm sure it's often in the same language because language is very clearly Vivekananda, very stirring, very powerful. So it is full of deep insights, like this one. So this had not come to my notice, but he has pointed out here that Mihir has pointed out here that eternal progression is eternal bondage. That's a very Vivekananda way of saying it. If we think it is an endless path and we'll get better and better and better, and there's no end to it, well, then you are limited. You are forever. Once a sadhu in Uttarakhand said, Kitne din sadhak ban ke rahoge, Mahatma ji? How many days will you be a seeker? Will you never be a finder? Come on, move on. Move on. How long will you be a seeker? Eternal progress. I'm becoming better and better, more and more spiritual. And then? No, just this, that's all. This is eternal bondage. That means you're never perfect. You're never free. You're never enlightened. Eternal bondage. In the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, we find once, devotees are sitting around, Sri Ramakrishna is talking, and somebody just remarks, this is an endless path. Sri Ramakrishna immediately corrects him. He says, no. Where you find peace, that's the end. At least for you. Jekhane shanti, shekhane shesh. Peace, of course, not in just, I feel good now, is this the end? No. It won't be. When you find that peace, in the Bible it's called the peace that passeth understanding. In Mandukya Upanishad, this Turiya is called peace, Shantam. When you find that, you will know for yourself that it's done. A journey of lifetimes, quote unquote. Journey of lifetimes is at an end, it's a culmination. It's done and it's done forever. Congratulations to you. That is the end. It's also the beginning, because this is the first time you're free now. Swami Brahmananda ji said cryptically once, Nirvikalpa Samadhi is the beginning of spiritual life. In what sense? In the sense that it's real for you now for the first time. That reality was always there, but we didn't see it. Now we see it. It's real for you for the first time. Congratulations. You are liberated. You are the happy one. Now for the first time life is joy. It's not that life is boring. The life has become purposeless. No. For the first time all of it is joy. All of it is fulfilling. For the first time you are relaxed. Before that we were running from lifetime to lifetime as if chased by hounds. For the first time you are relaxed. Vivekananda said, imagine the joy of knowing that you cannot die. I know that I cannot die, so I am not in a hurry. Imagine the joy of loving everybody as God. He told Ingersoll. Ingersoll had said, I don't believe in God, spirituality. I believe in squeezing the orange of this life, to getting the last drop of it. He says, squeeze that fruit in this way and get 10,000-fold more. Get every last drop. For the first time, life will be fun, be joy. All of life, limitless joy. Suppose life disappears, death comes. The universe disappears itself. Not a whit of difference will be made to you. For you, suppose the world of your dreams disappears. You just say, oh, that was a dream. Just too bad. Nice dream. You dismiss it. You are not shaken by that. Why are you not shaken? Because you know none of that was real, or conversely, whatever was real there is real right now. I, the dreamer, am here right now. What have I lost? Nothing. Yeah. So, eternal progression is eternal bondage. What he means by that is an ultimate truth, that there is a reality. It's not that you keep on changing and developing. After you realize that reality, will progress stop? No. Progress can continue. That's part of the drama of you, the limitless consciousness. The drama is being played out. Let it continue. You'll welcome all sorts of progress. You will welcome progress in your particular life. You express your divinity more and more. That's why Vivekananda defined spirituality as the manifestation of the divinity already within us. Realize the divinity already within you. That's the end. That's the end, and that's the beginning. Beginning of what? Manifestation of the divinity within you. The world might call it progress. You're becoming a better and better person. You'll say thank you, and you'll smile a little bit. You will welcome development, progress in your personal life. You'll welcome development and progress in the community, in society, in the world. It will be fine.